Well, hello and welcome. So I'm Honey LaBronx, the vegan drag queen, here with my good Judy, Sima Cunt,
Yo.
fellow vegan drag queen.
Annie.
So here we are in Los Angeles for the National Animal Rights Conference, and I thought, you know what we should do before we turn in for the night. These two queens are sharing a king size bed tonight. Can you get? We are just lezzing out. No, not so much. Okay, fine. Look at this highlight on me. I am wearing my highlight fantasy for the first time. Oh my god, that's like the spot too.
That's right there.
I love it. I remember the first time Monet Exchange wore a highlighter, and Bob was like, "You look greasy," and she's like, "No, I don't. I look dewy." And I was thinking, like, "Yes, bitch, you do look dewy. Like, I love this. I'm feeling it."
Yes.
Anyway, thank you to Castration, my drag daughter. She picked it out for me.
Yes.
Anyway, so welcome.
Thank you.
I want the people to know who you are and
I
what
want
you're
them
about.
to know who I am too. And
Well,
where I
let
live.
them see your cunt, or see my. Anyway.
Right here. Right
Oh
there.
my God.
That's
Okay.
the one.
Somewhere,
I'm clothed, so just in case, you thought I was naked, I'm not.
somewhere there is an Orthodox Jewish boy jerking off to this because anywhere that the skin cleaves is meant to be covered.
Oh,
That's why they
really?
wear like the sleeves to the elbows, the 3/4 sleeves, because like their Bible, I forget what their Bible's called, but it says like that anywhere the skin cleaves, like on women, like we shouldn't be able to see it. By we,
Oh.
I mean like fellow biological
Well, I'll be a
women.
little fagula.
So, why don't we just start with what everyone's dying to know? This is a Barbara Walters interview. I'm gonna have you crying by the end of this.
God.
Tell me, how close do you already feel to crying on a scale of 1 to 10?
I just started, so.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been vegan?
I am hitting 7 years this December.
Yes.
Yes.
So much, yes.
Yes. Yes.
7 years. That is less than a year from when I went vegan. I went vegan in
Wow.
November of 2009.
Hmm.
So we're less than a year apart. And
Wait, but you have more years.
what's that?
You have more years.
Yes, but less than a year more.
Oh, okay.
I'm
not listening,
I will
apparently.
do math until there's no more math to do. And you
Well-
are very pretty. And how long have you been a drag queen?
I have been a drag queen for what did I say was my years? It's almost 7 years. I've been a drag queen for 6 years. I have been a drag queen just a little bit longer. I started the same year. So February I was a drag queen, and by December I was a vegan drag
Wow.
queen. Yeah.
So you started doing, you were vegan when you became a drag queen.
No. I was already a drag queen
You were already a drag queen. And you said you'd been doing drag for how long?
for about probably like 6 months before.
6 months before. I thought
Yeah.
you said 6 years. I'm like,
No,
you
no,
know
no,
6
no,
years
no.
is less than 7 years.
No.
Okay,
no.
she's had all her checkups. She's fine.
Yes.
So, okay, great. So we both have that in common. I was vegetarian for 6 months before I went vegan, and I was vegan for like a month before I did drag. So like
Okay.
there was like a month where Honey LaBronx was like the vegetarian drag, but even then I was calling myself vegan because like I
Okay.
knew I was working towards it.
Okay.
Today I
Love.
would judge someone for that. But anyway, so
Same.
so when you first realized that you were a vegan drag queen, what did you see yourself wanting to do with that? Or did you even think of combining
No,
them?
and actually, that's very funny. I love that I had a persona, and I love that I like to keep it away. Nowadays, you'll see people or drag queens have their one profile, and everything goes to that, their daily life, their drag life, and for me, that was weird. So I kept it apart as much as I could, until I realized that I got really deep into my veganism. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm already transitioning by doing vegan makeup, and that's pretty much all I did as a combination of the two. So I decided that I was gonna do more, which was basically how I started. Was about a year ago. Started going to fairs, dressed up in outfits that said, vegan queen. People took pictures, and that's kind of where I started. And like now I'm here with Honey LaBronx. Like, what else could I want?
What a milestone in your career. Am I right?
Yes.
I remember that too when you did that a year ago. Was that when you got like the picture of you like on the table, like outside under a tree?
Yeah.
I remember how excited you were, like being
Oh my God.
a vegan queen at a vegan event. And do you know, to this day, people tell me, they're like, oh my God, I met you. I'm like, where did you meet me? They're like, I met you at that vegan fair. And I'm like, which vegan fair? Because I haven't heard of one called a vegan fair. They're like, basically, they met you.
Yes. Oh my God. What?
I can see the resemblance.
I can't. You know what?
I can see the resentment.
Damn. Well, I get confused for you all the time too.
Really?
Especially at this convention where everyone was like, oh my God, I love your talk. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm sure you did. Well, I'm sure Honey would really appreciate that. You should come back when she's here.
Thank you, by the way, so much. She has been manning my table. Emphasis on manning my table.
Bitch. Don't go there, bitch.
And while I have not been there, which has just made it possible for me to, like, I need to sleep in later today, or like I need to hold off on getting in face until the VIP thing. So it's just been so much fun working with you and like being two vegan queens. Yes.
Where was? Well, you know what? Let me go back to my little story.
Okay.
So once I decided that I wanted to merge my.
I thought you were gonna say murder. I don't know why. Continue.
Damn. Well, I murdered this face, bitch.
Please don't tell that, because I don't. This could be. You don't know who's watching.
Oh, okay.
You murdered this face. I got it.
Oh, damn. Well, I actually about 2 years ago I heard about all the fairs that were going on, and for always working my ass off, I never went to them. Until one day I happened to be free. There was a free fair in Anaheim, the vegan fair with an E. It was free, so I went. And
Ye old vegan fair.
Exactly, because otherwise then you can't tell them apart. They all have vegan something fair. I, for once, was somewhere with a large group of us.
Yeah.
And it was amazing.
Yeah.
People were dancing, and people were like, you know, beating drums, and there was a Michael Jackson impersonator, and there was vegan food everywhere and trucks. And I fell in love, and I swore, I said for the next year.
Oh, low battery. Okay, continue.
Okay,
there was a pop-up about the battery.
So I swore for the next year, I would take off every day to get to every fair.
Yeah.
And I did. So 2017, I spent the entire year with all the fairs as a boy. I was there. I went to eat, drink vegan by myself, got drunk by myself, and, you know, slept on the grass and had donuts.
Bitch, we heard.
Girl.
We heard.
That was me. I lived my life, and I was like, you know what I should be doing is I should be doing this in drag, showing up, walking around, taking pictures with the kids. Yes, my name is vulgar, but you know what? That's drag, and I'm gonna bring that to them. And I loved it. Everyone loved it. I was well received. I met a lot of people. I got free stuff. I got to make deals with people and do photo shoots, and I loved it. And like now I'm here at the conference with Honey LaBronx. Like for me, that's a big thing. So.
Oh, stop it,
Honey.
I just think it's a big thing that we're together, because for so long, she's just been like a queen on Facebook. That like, oh, that's Orange County, I'm in New York, that's so far apart. That's what's so cool about events like this, is that it brings so many people together, and we can use these as opportunities to collaborate. We, by the way, have a network that I created this group on Facebook called Vegan Drag Around the World.
Yes.
And I have made it my personal mission to round up every vegan drag queen or drag king, or just every vegan drag performer that I can find. So I think I was talking to Melissa Elliott, aka Faye Ludes. She is a cisgender female drag queen, not drag king. She's a drag queen in Chicago. And I was talking to her. I'm like, you know, I met a vegan queen here. She's like, well, I know a vegan queen in San Francisco, and I know this one here. And like, we just started kind of like well, I know this one, I know that one. And so if you search, by the way, Vegan Drag Around the World on Facebook, there is a closed group, and you have to send a request to join, and do answer the questions like, yes, I'm a drag performer, yes, I'm this, here's my name. But there's like 42 of us now around the world.
That's a number.
Yeah, and it's so empowering that like we can start to use the group as a resource. Like, hey, I'm gonna be in Orange County. I'm gonna be in LA. I now know other drag. Oh, I do. Amber Crane is a vegan drag queen in LA. I need to meet her while I'm here in town. I need to meet her. So maybe I'll do an interview with her as well. But so it's just so nice. I can be like, Sima, I'm gonna do this thing. I'm gonna be at this conference. I would love to have you there at my table when I can't be. I would love for you to be my date at the VIP banquet tonight, which was so wonderful. She got to be up on stage and be like the Vanna White auctioning off, the artwork. It was just so much fun having you be a part of that.
Oh.
And so what is next for you with your vegan drag platform?
I don't know. I kind of want to follow in your footsteps and start a YouTube channel and get my food ideas out there. I like to experiment with food, and there's some dishes that I do that I don't think people have seen yet. So, for instance, just an example, I have this there's a Mexican dish called what's it called? It's called chicharron, which is just basically the traditional version. It's pork skin rinds in a heavy sauce, and that's how you eat it. I found a fried gluten version where if you just douse sauce on it, it gets soggy and it's like the exact same texture. I made it for my family, and they were completely fooled.
Oh my God!
And so, like, I want to bring that to the world. I want to bring that because I looked it up, and people do it, but they do it differently. And I'm like, okay, let me show you this version because I think you're gonna like it.
Yes.
So that's kind of what I want to do. I kind of want to make a series, like at least for my first YouTube. I want to do like a series, like around the world vegan, and just feature dishes that are like easily made. Because there's always something that can be vegan in any like kind of cuisine,
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I want to head. I'm just figuring out how to do it at this moment.
Well, just start doing it. I mean, people
Literally.
see my first episode of my first cooking show ever. You can see my roots. I mean, like, it was just, there was so many awful things with it. There's also a moment where I'm like looking into the camera. I'm like, oh my God, this is the best my eyebrows have ever looked. My eyebrows were like a semicircle of pencil. It was just embarrassing. But
Lord.
you start where you start, and then you make improvements from there.
That's true.
No. Okay, good. It keeps stopping because it's trying to warn me, like, bitch, your battery is dying and you're running out of disk space. So I think with that, we'll bring it to a close.
Yeah.
But tell us where the people can find you.
You guys can find me at Simakant with a K, SIMAKUNT. You can see what I'm up to in LA or around, and then you can see what I'm gonna do next, where I'm gonna be.
The Sima Cunt. They can find that on Facebook.
You can find that
Instagram.
You can find that on Instagram, and I recommend going through there because I'm linked to everything else under the whole drag queen name change rules from Facebook. I'm named a little bit different, but I'm sure if you send me a message, I'll show you how to get there anyway. So.
If she has time, she's
Which
increasingly busy. So, well, thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Thank you.
And with us, like I have a crew here or something.
Thank you guys over here.
He's mine.
Oh,
you hands off. Oh no, the 12-year-old. He's mine. The other one, I'm kidding.
Well, I'm claiming right now is the vegan Thor. So it's
honey,
on camera, honey.
You're welcome. Go to Instagram. Look up Vegan Thor, Vegan THOR, honey. I think he is aware that he's got a gorgeous face and a gorgeous body. I think he's figured that out. I think he's figured out that people are thirsty, and I think he's figured out how to work an Instagram account.
You don't simply just walk around in a man romper, okay?
He was in sweatpants yesterday, and he looked like he was really in desperate need of a lot of support that he was not getting.
Exactly.
And then today he was in a romper, and I'm like, you have to stop.
He's gonna see this, and
There are
I'm so
drag
excited.
queens present. You need to stop. Oh, he knows what he's doing. Anyway, go follow him. He's got like 30,000+ followers.
There
But
you go.
what's one more couldn't hurt. Well, and follow this one,
Yes,
Sima Kant. Follow her
yes.
on the Instagram. Follow her home from a gig. You know, and just give her $1. Be like, hey, here's another $1.
I surely need it.
There we go. Welcome to the stage. Shirley needs it. Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Be good to each other.